Hey guys, it's Jimblade304 here, and today we are building this absolute behemoth of a set, the Temple Bounty 71848, 2,387 pieces. This will retail for $200 when it comes out in North America. I got it early overseas, so let's crack open the box and see what's all inside. This box, like some bigger sets in the past year or so, has tape around the thing, so you lift the box up. It's kind of like a board game in that sense, which I think is pretty cool. So we'll open this up. I'm very excited for this set. I'm excited to do a new Destiny's Bounty comparison, as I mentioned before. It's going to be super fun to do all that, because there's now 8 versions of the Destiny's Bounty that I'm going to compare, and we'll get into that in that video, obviously. I got one more to open over here. And let's open this thing up. Now, flat on the table, you lift the top part off like this. And inside, oh, this set has paper bags. Ooh, okay, I did not know that. I was not expecting that per se. Very cool. I did not know this set was coming with paper bags. The combo vehicle didn't. I haven't built anything else yet, so this is the second one I'm building, but the combat vehicle didn't have paper bags, but this one does. Cool. Alright, so this set has 17 numbered bags. It also comes with these cloth sails, and I think they look super, super amazing. We'll take them out and I'll show you guys what they look like. We have the one with the Source Dragon symbol. Looks fantastic. Another smaller one. Other smaller one. Oh, I think these go on the engines, and then the other one of the big sails. These look really cool. Also, the instruction manual, it is one large book, and not too many stickers, not terrible. So, I'm super excited to build this. I'll give you guys an update after every, 3 bags, or every time something interesting happens with this build. But that being said, let's get started. Alright, so the first 3 bags are now complete. We got Ghost Hunter Nia in bag 1. I think this minifig looks really good. I love the armor pieces I mentioned in videos past. I think it looks incredible. And we also got the same generic Wildfire minifig we've been getting for the past couple years now. Wish they would change her design, hopefully next year. But it is what it is. We built the base of the Temple Bounty. I think it looks really good so far. We have this little bar area, which is nice. We have a little seating area with a teapot. We also have a couple stickers. One of what looks like Kai's Ninja Climber mech. And then there's another sticker that's an alarm clock built in these little couple temples. And this was a gift from Roby to Wildfire, thus the name Temple Bounty, because it came from the city of temples. I think it looks really good so far. I am going to end up taking a little bit of a break from building this, but we'll get back into it here shortly. Alright, so bag 6 is now complete, and this thing is starting to really take shape. I really love the way this looks. I like how they use these large panel pieces on the bottom. I think they look fantastic. A couple stickers so far, one with the Source Tournament symbol, I believe, and it's the same on the other side. I love the detailing of this. And you can open these doors up, and I really love the use of that. There's a couple small stickers inside, nothing too crazy. One is of Zane and Pixel, and then one is of, I believe, Aaron and Ryu. And then on the other side, there is just some other small things. One is a picture, or a video game console, and then another is, hold on. And another is, the Aaron and Ryu one is actually on this side, it is that one there. And then there's a video game controller. It uses the Prime Empire video game controller piece, which is always nice to see again. There's a pretzel in this crate for some reason. A couple blue fish, nothing we haven't seen before. And we also got the Zark minifig, same minifig from the previous releases of his figure. I believe the weapon is slightly different with a larger fang piece on the end. I'm not 100% sure. But he's a fine minifig. He looks pretty cool. I love the dark green with the gold combination. But we're going to move on to bags 7 through 9, and when that's completed, I'll show you what it looks like. Alright, so bag 8 is now complete. I just wanted to show off this little train dummy in the front section, and I think the shaping of this looks absolutely fantastic. I think this whole set is really great. We also built the mechanism for the back. You spin this gear, and then the fans or tail fins or whatever they're called of the bounty will spin. It's using one of the clear gearboxes pieces from Technic, and I think that's pretty cool. There's also a couple hammocks in there. I like the reuse of this like windshield piece for that. I think that looks really nice. And the back has some very nice shaping as well. A couple thrusters. I don't know what these two jumpers are for. If they're for anything, they're there. But overall, the shaping of this looks absolutely fantastic. Like I mentioned, I like this little detail with this blade piece at the front. I think it looks really good. Let's move on to bags 9, 10, 11. Alright, bag 11 has just been completed. We built this little training section. We finished off the front of the boat, and I think it looks absolutely incredible. The dark red and black looks really nice. I love the gold accent for the railing. It uses these ingot pieces, which I think look fantastic. A couple printed elements, actually. It's the same thing on the other side. I think this piece looks really nice. I don't know what this is supposed to be, but I think the print looks cool. There's not really too much else that we've added. I've started working on this build in bag 11. Bag 12, we'll finish that up. And when another significant part of the build is done, I'll give you guys an update. Alright, so since the last update, we got the Cole minifig. He has the reveal blade. I don't understand what this does fully. It doesn't really make much sense to me yet. We'll get there eventually. And we also got the Zane minifig, who is exclusive to the set for right now. So, we'll see where that, if he comes in another set. I doubt it. Maybe a magazine gift, but I don't count that towards exclusivity. We built the upper section of the Temple Bounty, where the steering wheel is. I think that looks really nice. I put one of these on upside down. I'm going to fix that real quick. There we go. Now we're going to build the roof of this, and then bag 16 and 17 we'll build little engines and the masts for the sails, and we're going to finish this setup. Alright, many hours later from the start of this video, the Temple Bounty is completed. This bounty does a lot of things that no bounty has ever done before. I love the dragon running through it. I think that adds a nice pop of color compared to like the dark tan, light tan, black, brown. I think it looks absolutely phenomenal. I love the red highlights. I love so much about this set. This is probably one of the best bounties we've ever gotten. It's definitely better than the other Dragon's Rising bounty we've gotten, the Race Against Time one. I was not a big fan of that one. We'll get into all that in the comparison. I want to show you guys the play feature of this. Also, this comes with a stand. No Destiny's bounty has ever come with a stand before. Love that. So, this gear that I mentioned earlier, you turn it, and the sails, or the jets, fold out, and that looks absolutely incredible. And then turn it back the other way, and then they just retract in. And I think that looks so cool. I love everything about this set. I love the sails. I think they look phenomenal. I love the material they're made of, this cloth piece. I think it looks absolutely incredible. We also did get the Rogue minifig. He is not exclusive to the set, I believe. He also comes in the Mech Dragon Rider. Looks like the same print. And he gets his lightning daggers, which are, they're fine. But the Temple Bounty is absolutely incredible. I can't wait to do the review of this. I can't wait to do the Legacy comparison. Or not Legacy comparison, just the full Bounty comparison. 8 different sets. The 2012 one, 2015... the Ninjago movie, the Land Bounty, the Legacy, the Hydro Bounty, the Destiny's Bounty Race Against Time, and this absolutely beautiful set. I think this is an incredible display piece. It also has some nice playability features and just overall great looks to it. Super excited to have this, and I think it looks absolutely incredible build. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for the review coming soon. This is Jimblade 304, signing off. Bye.